Hey YouTubers, what's up? Welcome to a brand new episode of Rob Adventures. Today, we will visit a large patch of woodlands on the banks of the Olentangy River in Columbus, Ohio. I'm going to be setting up a tarp shelter camp and trying out some different cooking setups I have. But real quick first, this riverside area has some very cool history I think you all will find very interesting. So way back in the early 1900s, this entire area was used as a fishing resort by residents of Columbus. But the river was much higher back then because there were no man-made dams built yet. There were also some small fishing cottages alongside the river, some of which are even still standing today. One of the things I find very interesting though is that the entire time throughout all the years of development, this river has maintained mostly a forest corridor, which has made it a great home to many different species of wildlife. One of which, the fisher cat, which was supposedly extirpated from Ohio very long ago, may possibly be making a comeback as it has recently been spotted in this very area here. Now the spot I chose to set up my camp is right near this tributary here named Bill Moose Run. Bill Moose was said to have been the very last of the full-blooded Wyandot natives in Ohio. In his later years he settled in the ravines and fields north of the city. He passed away at the age of 99 in 1937, and a monument in his honor is inscribed with the epitaph, Bill Moose, last of the Wyandots, born 1837, and whose death in 1937 marks the passing of the Indians from this territory.
Hey guys, what's up? Rob Adventures here. It is Christmas Eve day and I am on the banks of the Olentangy River. I'm gonna set up a little day camp here with a tarp shelter right behind me. I have 3 different types of cooking gear with me. I'm gonna try those out, see how they work. I'm gonna make some coffee, gonna fry up some eggs, and we're just gonna have a look around the area here. It's pretty nice, pretty secluded. The river's right in front of me here. We'll see that in a little bit. All right, let's get going here, guys. So I did square knots, right over left, left over right. I am absolutely no knot tying expert. My dad taught me this knot when I was like 8 and I've remembered ever since, so pretty much what I always use. I know they don't always work the best. This one's already coming undone. Made the ramp, or the tarp on a slight ramp incline, so in the event there was water it would kind of run down this way. What I was hoping for is extra eye holes right here so I could actually put a 90-degree arc in the tarp, but they weren't there. Now this may be an issue. I'll have to zipper that up or something. Alright guys, I got my cooking gear set out here. I kind of failed to bring a blanket or a tarp to lay down on the ground, so we're going to get a little dirty, but that's okay. First thing I have here is these little S-bit tabs. Lay them on fire, and they just sit in here, and it eventually boils your water. I use these in my October vlog down at the Hocking Hills to boil some water. So we're going to use this one today. Next thing I'm going to try out here is pretty much a sterno stove. Except this is just some generic sterno called Ideal Heat. Here it is, the little stove that you set up for it. I've actually used these stoves in camping trips in the past, and they're okay. The water kind of takes a long time to boil, so we'll see how that goes. It's kind of a pain to set up. See if I can remember how it goes here. Right to me. Next is a jet boil. This is a isobutane propane fuel mix. There's a little stove here. I've never used this, but you hook this up. It has a little wind guard here, and you can. It's pretty much like a little range stove. So these are the three cooking setups I'll be using today. Next thing I want to do is go use this soy or water filter and gather myself some water. So let's go down in the river and let's do that. Looks like we have some river access right here. So the instructions, they pretty much say you fill this up and then you squeeze it through this into your water container. So I could only get this maybe 3/4 of the way full. Let's go back up and let's boil this now. One of the things I got is a little tripod stool here. Very lightweight. Never really had a chance to use it out in the field yet, so we're gonna plop down in here and see how comfortable it is. It's kind of sinking in the mud a little bit, but that's alright. It'll work. Alright guys, so which cooking setup should I use first here? So you turn this knob counterclockwise and it releases the gas into the range top here. So what I'll need to do is get a little match or a lighter and just ignite it when I turn this. But before I do that, I need to get a little container to put my water in. Alright guys, so these are some little cooking containers I have. This is just a simple little cup I've already had for, I don't know, 4 years. I brought it on several trips with me. Does the job. One of my friends had one of these and I really liked it, so I went ahead and got one too. It has 2 little plastic cups inside, which I'll be using for coffee later. And it's just kind of a bigger version of this, and it fits right inside. This will sit right here. Now we have to filter this water. This will be my first time doing this. Alright, as you guys can see, this water is quite a bit clear, not as murky as it was in the river. I think with the combination of the water filter and the boiling, it'll be perfectly drinkable. Either way, I'll find out. Just about boiling already. This works pretty quick. It's too bad that I didn't put this in my percolator. I wanted to make coffee, but I wasn't thinking too far ahead. Alright guys, I had to go ahead and swap all my batteries out, and I'm not sure if my microphone was working, so I guess I'll find out during the editing process. It's getting a little cloudy out. Hope we don't get any bad precipitation here, but moving on. I got this rock set up here so I can put my little Esbit stove on it. So let's just go ahead and do that. Alright, let's go ahead and, let's go ahead and have coffee. Hey guys, I was just thinking that, you know, this coffee is going to take a while to get going there, so I might as well set up this second stove here and start frying up some eggs. So let's go ahead and do that. Let's go ahead and set up the frying pan here. It's starting to get a little chilly out here, but well, this is kind of keeping me a little warm. So I don't want to start a campfire out here. This is not the ideal place for that. There's actually some houses just through the woods all here, but it's secluded enough, but still I don't want to make a campfire here. You know, I just thought I should have brought some salt and pepper for my eggs or some seasonings, but just have to eat them plain. It'll be alright. I think we're doing scrambled eggs today. Alright guys, our eggs are just about done here. Just a couple more minutes. I don't know if that'll fill me up, but I got 2 more if I'm still hungry. I believe these are, my sister has chickens actually. These may be those eggs, I'm not too sure. I'll have to ask her when I get back out there. I'm about ready for this coffee, guys. It's smelling pretty good. I also brought some cream and sugar because I'm not a big fan of black coffee. I prefer cream and sugar in it. Hey, I think our eggs are done here, so we can go ahead and just pull it off the heat and dig in. Don't really need a plate. This is a plate. Oh yeah. Here it is. with our sport here. And let's try it. Ooh, that's hot. It's a little watery, but it's still really good. Not bad at all. I may be just about finishing up here. I don't think there was anything else I really planned to do today.
Well, today was a lot of fun, guys. It may have been cold, but that's just part of the adventure. I learned a few new things to add to my knowledge bank, further readying myself for whatever comes next. Thank you all so much for joining me on today's adventure, and I hope you enjoyed watching. If you did, please smash that like button and leave me some comments. I love hearing from you guys. I'll try to get back to my Monday release schedule as soon as possible, so make sure you're subscribed and hit that bell icon for notifications. Remember to follow me on Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter. I have a great time interacting and getting to know everyone. Alright everyone, so that is all until next time. Have a great day or night, and I'll see you on the next adventure.